am gonna freak out. Y'all, my CPU usage is 100%. I closed a couple of browser windows and it dropped down. I don't even have Spotify on right now because I'm afraid to open it. I had to force restart because I couldn't click on anything once it crashed. The same thing happened that has been happening when OBS crashes, is everything froze. My mouse I couldn't click on anything, so I couldn't type to tell you all. I couldn't control tab over. I couldn't control alt delete, nothing. I have to literally force restart it. Like, I have to hold the power button down until it turns off.
I will call you number 2. Definitely not. You know what name I've always wanted?
Tyrone?
Tyrone? Okay, Tyrone, let's get down to business.
I love you. Hopefully this doesn't kill anything.
I love you, Sam. Thank you for the 68-month tier 2. It's almost the funny number. See, my CPU just jumped up to 100% again. It was at 60-something. Now it's at 66%. What? I haven't done anything. And now ads again. I'm so sorry. Okay. But here, I don't know if I'll be here. I don't know how to fix this. Sam, did I ask you what color paper star you wanted, hun? My memory is fine because I could expand that. My memory's at 48%. My CPU is at 70%. Black, you got it. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know how to fix. I don't know if I can expand my CPU. Maybe there's stuff I can remove in OBS that would help. Well, that's what I have open. Let me see if I can. Hang on, we're gonna come over here because. Oh yeah, my bot's not on right now. I have to put it back on because I had to force restart the computer. Alright, let's try opening the bot back up because I need that. So let's mix it up. That just appeared. I don't know if like removing stuff in... I updated OBS in an effort to get it to stop crashing after 2 hours. I just... Like, I'm not going to be able to play games if my computer is behaving like this. And, like, you can see the memory's fine. Okay. Dare I try to open Spotify? I just wanted to stream. Look at my CPU! No, you're fine. Okay, so maybe it was just opening it. Let's try playing music. Yeah, that'd be great, Silly. Do you think that you can just scream? What is this? What is this? I don't need an antivirus. Operation could not be completed. I can't end that task. OBS browser page? What? Yeah, Spotify chilled out now that... Why are there 16 OBS browser pages? What is all of this? Maybe it's time to just remove stuff. I can't if I can't stream from this computer anymore, I'm done streaming. I can't afford to buy a new computer. I no longer make enough streaming to warrant buying a new one. Like, that'll be that. That's... just wanted to stream and hang out. I don't even know that I can open up my other camera. Because I was originally gonna, like, options were gonna be like, yeah, maybe we'll cross-stitch today, which I normally use my phone camera for, and that requires a different app to open, so I don't think I can do that either. So I guess you don't get to vote, and I guess we have to do something that uses this camera. So we can... My bitrate is trapped. Anyway, I have that gnome diamond dot that we can do. That fall gnome one that my mom got for me, or we could work on the Halloween town. I don't know if a mod can make a poll for those two options. I'm afraid to do anything. Thanks, Smoothie. Output resolution in what? OBS? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. Perfect. Go ahead and vote in the poll, chat. Let me know what we should work on. In OBS, let me check. Sam, there's your star. Thank you again for the resub. What's my output resolution? The bit rate? CPU usage preset. Higher equals less CPU. Okay, wait. Oh, I can't. Hold on. Oh, I can't do that. Y'all, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Go ahead and have a vote if you haven't already. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. This is the output. So, over here, CPU usage higher equals less CPU. Okay, cool. Oh, you guys didn't tie it. Wow. Okay, so I'm like, oh, okay, higher or less CPU. I click this drop down. What is this? What does that mean? Do I try going to super fast? Hold on. Apply. Did my CPU just drop on OBS? Wait. I don't... Did anything change? Like, what are these names? Like, I could change the bit rate. My bit rate still blows. You can see it up there. Oh. Okay, Diamond Dot. Let me get it. It's a little one, but it's super cute, and I don't know. Gnome, that one. Okay. I should make one of those videos, those ASMR videos. I can film like a thing. I texted James, he texted me back. Wait, I missed something. I'm sorry. Also, hi, everyone. What were we? Yeah, bead sorting is the only kind I'll consume, yeah. Like diamond dot content. Okay. Alright, hold on. We'll take a video. Maybe I'll do something with it. Take two. Get out of here. Everything away. No. Pens. There it is. Like, this is just me trying to find where to open it. Achoo! Okay. Thank you. Sorry, normally I try and mute, and I didn't even think about that. I can't get you. There's still some food if you want. So, Artie's been a mess, right? In the sense that I tried to give her that other medication to help her tummy, and instead it just made her throw up. So they were like, try the appetite stimulant, which is like a lotion I put on her ear. It's a steroid. And y'all, it's working. She has been eating. She didn't eat last night, but she ate like lunch yesterday, and she's had breakfast and lunch today. Yeah, it's a steroid cream, and you rub it on the inside of their ear. So she's literally eating like the last little bit that's left in her thing. Isn't that interesting? Hi, Susan. Yes. It's still not great, but she also isn't going as frequently. So I'm trying to take that as like that's a benefit too. Like, if we can just slow it down, let everything like absorb properly, that might help too. Hi, Belzy. Listen, having food in her stomach is better for her than not having food in her stomach. So... Okay, that's all that I need. The rest will be for extra. Because I'm sure that there's a lot of white. Yeah, I love these for diamond dots. They do make ones that are a little bit bigger, which if you're doing big kits like Diamond Art Club and stuff like that, I would probably recommend getting ones that are bigger. Because like these are a little small, but they do the job really well. Links, yes. So for those who don't know, James, the reason that I have not been streaming, is James left for Air Force drill. And it got worse because it turns out that, well, I guess I won't go into all that. This is the big one that I ordered. For the, Diamond Art Club one. I haven't used it yet. These little ones are, I'm pulling up right now. Yeah. So he's gone. Obviously, we're still dealing with her. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. But he's doing training stuff, right? And those are the little plastic containers, by the way. They're out of stock, of course, right now, but if you scroll down, you'll see similar ones. Here, hold on. I found one. Basically, oh crap. I added a thing, so that's probably not gonna work. Oh no, it did work. Okay. That's fine. Basically, I don't know when he's coming home. He got his schedule and, you know, when all his classes were, blah, blah. High trouble. And evidently, some of those breaks that they had scheduled in where he would have to fly home on his own dime, instead, they might just send him to the next school to try and, you know, whatever. So I don't know if he'll be home for the holidays. I don't know anything. Basically, my parents and I dropped him off at the airport and we said, see you when we see you. Sure. I'm glad that you're feeling good enough to harass me today, girly. This is very welcome. Fuck no. Come on. Sorry. Okay. OBS just, like, went to... Hi, Raiders! Sorry, I did not mean to curse as soon as you came in. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My stream has been absolutely taking a dump on me. And I don't know what's going on. Y'all, I'm dead. Can you look up? How was your stream today? What were you up to? Y'all, she's sitting on the lid of the diamond drills. Look at, like, literally all of her feet. She's sitting in the lid of the container. That also tells you how little she is. My favorite was I was going to, like, try and film this to, like, make a little video of little diamond dot ASMR sounds. And instead it was just cat. I would like to diamond paint, Mother. What were you up to today?
I'm an arts and crafts master. Why do you think I always have this glue gun stuck to my arm? Ugh, ugh.
All hail the scissors.
Scissors. They're here. Calliope, thank you for the 60-month resub. What color paper star would you like? Oh, you're doing Disney Dreamlight Valley and then Palia? I need to get a new memory card for my Switch because my husband took my, the gaming laptop that he was letting me use. Since he's going to be gone for forever. And my Switch, I can't play any of those games anymore because all the updates made it so that I need a bigger memory card. Oh, it's been a freaking time. Let me tell you. I can't, it's just screams. She just, like, harassed the crap out of me and left. Okay, this is for Calliope. And let's get a raid star as well for Luminary. Thank you again for the raid. I'm so sorry that it was absolute chaos when you came in. If you need to raid and run or go do post-stream self-care, please make sure that you do. You're welcome, of course, to hang out and chat or lurk. We're just setting up for a new Diamond Dot, which should be a lot of fun. But thank you again for bringing the peeps over. It really means a lot. So yeah, he's doing training because his job in the Air Force changed, and so he has to go to specialized school for it. Y'all, he is thrilled. I can put it on Throne. It's expensive, I feel. I'll put it on both. Because I would want to get like a good size memory card. And funny enough, the Animal Crossing memory card for the Switch, it's a 512 micro SD. And it's one of the better prices out there compared to other, like, gaming micro SD cards. So, yes, go lurk. I'll put it in both. I'll put it, yeah. They are, well, because they need to be, like a fast processor in order to function properly. It's not like a camera micro SD card or anything like that where it is a little bit slower. There we go. Okay, it's on Throne. So yeah, he has to, basically he's training to be the person that loads military planes, like loads them up with stuff and unloads them. But he has to like do all this pilot-y stuff, right? He has to learn all of these plane things, including basically the start of his training is what to do in an emergency. Like if you're suddenly, oh, here's your raid star, by the way. Thank you again for the raid. I appreciate it. You're in my jar now, and let's fold up Calliope's. So basically they have to, what he did today, I can show you. Well, funny enough, Calliope, his first job with the Air Force was vehicle maintenance. So he technically started on cars. Hello? Thank you so much. What the hell? Okay, let me remove this off my... What are you doing? The memory card for my Switch was just purchased. Someone, I have to try and open Throne to see who it was. Thank you so... Wait, does it say on my phone? Holy crap, thank you. I don't want to break things. Can we... Anonymous. It's anonymous. Well, thank you, Anonymous, for sending that memory card, which I should hopefully never fill. Now I can download my games, play my games, and yay! Thank you! You guys are so sweet. Let me... My train of thought. Oh! I was talking about James. So, he... This morning volunteered, evidently. Here's Calliope's star. He volunteered to be put in, like, this chair. I don't know if I'm okay to show it or not on stream. But it's like a spinny chair that he gets, like, seat belted into. And then basically they taught him how to do chaîné turns. If you're a dancer, you'll know that's where, like, you spot, right? Like, you look at something for as long as you can, and then when you can't see, like, when it gets past, like, you turn your head real quick to look at it again. And they just kept spinning him around in that. And then afterwards he had to focus on something, like, on the wall. And everyone was like, whoa, because his eyes were doing that nystagmus kind of jump. It was only at 2 minutes total that he was doing this, from the explanation to the actual, like, I want to say maybe a minute of the spinning. And that's to simulate, you know, the planes and stuff being, you know, having issues. And it was funny because I said to him, I said, you just learned how to do chaîné turns. He goes, I sure did. It was a class on spatial disorientation, how to recognize it and recover from it. And I said, also, your eyes doing that thing is part of what happens with my vertigo. And he goes, that's why I volunteered for that demonstration. I wanted to experience what you did. Right, chat? And then I was like, isn't it wild, though, to think that as dancers, we do that on stage and then continue to dance like we didn't just spin for, like, a minute straight? And he's like, yo, it's crazy. Like, that's crazy to think about. Because, like, that, when you're dancing, I'll text him. Can I show chat your video of spins? But he just texted me that they just finished phase 1 and goes, hypoxia is weird. Next up, explosive decompression. Oh. Okay. If you don't know, hypoxia is what happens when you're in, like, a plane at, like, you know, high altitude and the oxygen masks drop, because the cabin depressurizes. So basically they go into, like, a chamber that then they like pressurize. so that it mimics being at that altitude, and they're wearing oxygen the whole time. And then when it's like, you know, time, they remove the oxygen and they are given a worksheet, and it's like math problems and maps and stuff like that, and they have to like work on it, and then whenever they start to feel like things are bad, they put the oxygen back on. Now it's safe because there's an instructor in there the whole time wearing oxygen, and like, you know, everyone's being monitored, but I'm like, listen, the military is insane, okay? If you guys have never, if you didn't know, like, there was a video that I saw not that long ago that always makes me, like, it was funny in the sense that, so it was a girl, military, like, person in the military, being held by two guys on either side. Like, this is a training exercise, nothing fishy, right? When you're in the military and you carry a taser, part of it goes, you have to be tased before you can carry a taser, because you need to know what it feels like. So in this video, like, the girl gets tased, but what's funny is, again, you know, she reaches out to grab something and grabs the guy who's holding her, his, you know, grabs it and like twists a little bit, and I thought that was hilarious because you're kind of, it's a little bit involuntary. You're just kind of flailing to grab something. But like, James has been tased, he's been pepper sprayed. Like, I don't know if they, I'm sure that they do something with like bulletproof vests and impact training. I don't know. That was all before, like, all of his army training was before I knew him, so. By the way, it's day 2 here that he's been there. Like, it's day 2 of classes, I should say. He's been gone a little longer. But they're doing all of this on day 2. Day 2. Sorry, I can't do math problems before my brain is starved of oxygen. My body's already falling apart, literally. Yeah, I showed my parents that video of him spinning. Both of my parents have dealt with vertigo, and they were like, nope. Hi, I see you being cute. I skipped this one because I'm going to need more than one container to fill it, and I want to see how many of those I have. Like, that I'm going to need more than one container on, if you're wondering. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I had to go for my vertigo, like, test, if you will, where they, like, wanted to see what was going on with my vertigo, and they had to, like, they had, like, cameras on my eyes, and that's what it was doing. Yeah, like I said to him, I said, now imagine the whole room spinning, too. I was like, because you had the eyes doing the flicking thing. I'm like, but now imagine, like, the room also misbehaving. So, yeah, it's, y'all, why am I dumb? Six, 7, 8, 10. Where's 9? Where's 9? Who needs 9? Yeah, I don't need those drills. 7, 8, 9. Oh my god. The prophecy is true. See you later, Belzy. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, last week was like getting a crap ton of stuff done around the house that like needed to be done. And like going to the supermarket, like going to BJ's to like do a big bulk shop. Stuff like that. It finally happened. Yeah, you saw it here, chat. You thought that it was just myth? Nope. 7 really does, in fact, eat 9. History was made. And then my parents came up because they were great. I was really nervous to drive him to the airport. Or I should say drive back from the airport after dropping him off. Because of just how, like, I haven't been sleeping and vertigo and just being a mess, right? So my parents came up. They stayed at a hotel because we don't have a guest room. We don't have like a bed for a guest room. And they stayed for like a couple of days and just like helped, you know, do some stuff around the house and just kind of kept me company, and it was really nice. But my parents are crazy. Like, we spent the first day they were here outside in the yard for like 3 hours cleaning up ivy. And then the next day, my dad was like, well, I really wanted to try and get more of it taken care of. Why don't you and Mom, like, work on doing some stuff in the house? Now, here's the thing. Also, like, I didn't really sleep well, you know, like, leading up to it. So I was like, yeah, sure. The day that they ended up leaving, right, I just laid on the couch. I didn't necessarily nap, but I just, like, laid there and did nothing. Like, I just... Yeah. Okay, James says I can show the video. The explosive chamber was dope. But yeah, I was pooped. So let me just show you. Do you see all this brush? That's what didn't fit in the cans that I'm taking out to the street today. I have 2 yard waste cans. That's what didn't fit. It's a crap ton. So there's my dad. He's very proud of all the ivy he got out. And there we are, just like all of that. There was, you'll see when I turn the camera this way, because he didn't want to crawl, and I don't blame him. Like, there's still a lot of ivy that we need to remove, but like, he's crazy. You can see, oh, nope, I moved too quick. Artie also loves my dad. She loves both my parents. But it was really cute that she was just like, this lap. It is. So look, this is my pretty cherry blossom tree in the backyard, right? That's ivy all growing up it. And I was like, oh, hell no, you're not going to kill it. So this was on Sunday, and I took care of all of that. Tree is good. No more ivy on the tree. Hopefully the bark can, you know, recover. There's a little bit of roughness that I'll have to look into if there's anything I can do for it. But, yeah. So it's been a lot. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you the other really sweet thing that James did. So, I think I told you all about when we went to Michael's. And we saw that older gentleman who all he did was buy like a dozen, or like a thing of flowers, like fake flowers. And I was like, that's so sweet. Like, I pictured him like buying it for someone, right? So, James told me when we dropped him off at the airport to be sure that I went into my office, because there was something there for me, like when I got home. I was like, okay. It's currently in my living room now. Because I was spending more time out there. But y'all, he went to Michael's and bought this vase and bought fake flowers, and he left me a note. And he was like, I was going to get you real flowers, but then we saw that older gentleman at Michael's, and I realized that he had the right idea, because these will still be here the whole time I'm gone. It's fine, you know, like, I don't know if you can become dehydrated from crying, but I have, like, been doing it nonstop. Like, I don't think I haven't cried in the last, like, week. I'm pretty sure that I have cried every single day. Hydrate! I have to go buy more Gatorade. I used up the last bottle. But I will hydrate here. Thank you for the reminder. Everyone hydrate. Also, I think I'm going to attempt to maybe get a puzzle going. I'll see if that doesn't explode my CPU. As I hydrate. Also, thank you for the lurk. You finished the corn one by yourself, Calliope? Hello, it's Maudie. How are you? That's wild. I love that. Oh, look at this. This one's cool. It's a space nebula. Eating lunch? Nice. What you having? This one's a space nebula. Have fun. Alright. Y'all want to see this spinning thing? Ooh, that sounds delicious. You're getting the curling game? We are too. Alright. So here. So there, this was the spinning thing. Alright, can I... Yeah, alright. So they're explaining to him how this is gonna work and that he needs to also move his head, not just his eyes, and then... You ready to go? Yeah. It might be similar to the seats that they'll be in, like in the plane. That's the only thing that I can think of, is that it's like... You see the phone right there? Alright, so now he's gonna have to stare. He's gonna have to, like, stare at the phone. Oh, I used to, as a dancer, I could do this for days. And now as someone with vertigo, if I spin, like, twice, I'm done. Hang on. And then...
I feel my eyes like bouncing around. Yeah, they are. And just stare at something stationary and it should go away.
So that was what he did this morning. And then he didn't get videos of the other things he did, but he like sent me a YouTube video. Of course he did. Hypoxia training in low pressure chamber at Air Crew School. He said it's good at 5 minutes, so let's go. Oh my god. 5 minutes, okay. Oh yeah, they're like not remembering what the hell they're doing. Fun! Jesus. That video... That video was not fun, sir. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. That was the, lack of oxygen thing. So, yeah, he's doing that, Elf. Doing all the things. Were you Air Force Elf? I always forget. I forget, like, what you did exactly, I should say. Army, but you were flying. Got it. Recertified altitude chamber every 5 years. Fun! Yeah, he's at training for Loadmaster. I know it's controlled, but the way their bodies reacted, yeah. Oh shoot, ads. Okay. It gets weird real fast, yeah. Like that was quick. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. During the ads, I'm just gonna keep filling up these little drills so that way we can actually start diamond dotting after the ads. Hopefully stuff doesn't break, okay? Go play puzzles. Go do puzzles. I'm not gonna do, what do you call it? Words on stream because I'm afraid of it breaking, so be right back.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Okie doke. I realized that I didn't really need to put the BRB screen up since I was here, but it's fine. We're almost done. Also, put that back. Okay. Elf, I asked him what specific model because I always forget, but it's the really big plane. The one that, like, you could put an entire, like, McDonald's in. It's a C something. Oh, I didn't actually need a second container for this? Sweet. Maybe? That makes a lot of sense. I learned something new. I'm going to bed. Good night. Okay, and I didn't need an extra one for that either. Those are all extra, and I have so much of this white, so it's just going to get filled in wherever there's room. And then we're going to start. Oh god. I'm kind of debating... I guess I should just pick a corner and start. Probably work left to right. That way I'm not putting my hands in sticky stuff. Yeah. It is a diamond painting, yeah. My mom got it for me. She also got herself one. It's a gnome. It's a fall gnome. So, I asked chat what they wanted me to work on, and this was what got the vote. Because I need to use, I'm gonna, whenever I start my Diamond Art Club, I'm going to have to do it at my desk over there. I don't think I'm gonna have enough room here, and this camera that I have, like my phone camera, wasn't working today. So I couldn't, like, bring you guys over there. So I was like, well, we could work on the small one, like the gnome. Plus the one that you want to get in Discord? Ooh, okay. I'll go take a peek. Oh, look at, so this kit came with, can I just tell you all, I'm so proud of myself. I did like 3 loads of laundry in 2 days, folded and put it away, including 3 sets of king-size sheets, all by myself. That was exhausting yesterday. Thank you. I'm impressed by myself. Folded and put away. I'm trying, like, having my parents here to help me and, like, get stuff, you know, kind of situated. I'm like, I don't want to let things pile up, you know, because that I'll just make work for myself. So, like, the sheets, for instance, had been sitting there for a while to do, obviously having 3 sets of them to do. Like, one set was from right after, like, right before James left. We changed the sheets. But the other 2, it's just been sitting there. So I did all of them, and folding king-size sheets is a workout. Like, holy crap. Doing it by yourself. C5 is a giant one, then that's the one he's probably on. That's Army Decommission now. Yeah. C5 sounds right. He's very excited. He's wanted to do that. Hi! Are you coming over here now? Because I just folded up the little seat thing that you could sit on. Because that would check out, Artie. It is easier if you don't let it pile up, but life is hard. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it will pile up, you know? Like, I'm sure that things will get out of hand and I'll lose track of the, you know, like, it, I know that. I'm not under the illusion that I'll be able to keep this all up, but anything that I am able to do, I'm gonna do. You were a loadmaster on the C-27 and flight engineer on, oh, I didn't know that. Or maybe I did know that and I forgot, because honestly, my brain truly feels like a dumpster fire where information just like goes to die. But that's so cool. Which one was your favorite? Like, of the 2? Hi. Are you still hungry? I mean, that's great. But I almost feel like you should wait a little bit. Maybe I'll just... But yeah, like, I'm trying to keep ahead of things so that way when I do have bad days, stuff isn't, like, piled up and I can let things pile up a little bit, if that makes sense. I saw my vertigo doctor last week and he prescribed something different to try and help with the headaches. But they honestly haven't been, knock on wood, fingers crossed, as bad. And so I'm kind of, after everything that's gone on, I'm like, I think I'm just gonna wait. Give my body a little bit of time to just, like, almost decompress from all of, like, the medicine changes before I try something else. So, I haven't posted an update in Discord, but, like, a very little update without too much, like, health talk. The Effexor, it turns out, was causing the hives. Or at least, like, now what we kind of have to look into is, do I have MCAS? And if so, like, if I have it, the Effexor might have just been, like, or I might not even have it, but, like, it could have been giving me symptoms of having it. So now that I'm off it, I don't have hives anymore. Like, the last couple of days I've maybe had, like, 1 or 2 when I've woken up, and they normally disappear within, like, an hour of being awake. Yeah, look. Look at this. Hives are gone. They're gone. So here's the thing, right? We, again, without getting like too medicinal, because I don't want to, you know, whatever. But I came off the Effexor. The hives got way worse at first, and I think that that's just because, and that can happen when you're like changing meds and doing things. Oh, what? Can I help you? What's up? Would you like a little more food? I'll give you a little more. Did you hear her? I can give you a little. Sweet girl. She's like, I haven't eaten properly in weeks, mother. So, I came off the Effexor. I tried to cold turkey it the way my doctor wanted, which was for me to not take anything for 2 weeks. That didn't happen. Turns out, chat, that my anxiety was well controlled because I was taking anxiety medication and not because I am in fact not an anxious person. Who knew? Who would have guessed? Pippin, my darling, that is not yours. So coming off of anxiety medication was a bad thing. So I started taking Zoloft again, because that's the medication I was on before Effexor, and I knew that it didn't cause hives. And once I actually had some like anxiety medication in my body, things started to calm down. So I'm just making sure that Pippin's not being a butt. I know, isn't that wild, chat? I couldn't believe it. But we wanted to see if Cymbalta would work as an option for the migraines and the anxiety, because it's the same class as Effexor. Cymbalta can help with like nerve pain and is oftentimes like kind of second in line for migraine treatment behind Effexor. Like Effexor is the best one, of course. So I started taking Cymbalta, and you know, of course, again, same thing, kind of felt crappy because now you're adjusting to a new medicine, and y'all, the hives came back with a vengeance. They started to come back ferociously. And then the third day that I took it, like each day got a little worse. The third day was a weekend, of course, so like my doctors weren't in, but I messaged my doctor and I was like, I'm stopping it. I never stopped taking the Zoloft. That way I didn't have to like adjust things. So I took the Cymbalta in the morning. 2.5 hours later, chat, I looked down and I had exploded in hives. Like worse than I had been that morning. And I was like, what? So I don't know what it is about SNRIs, but I evidently it's bad. And it was wild. So I stopped taking the Cymbalta, and it took about 5 days. But things basically improved. It was really interesting because the day that everything went really bad with the Cymbalta, the hives were moving. Like normally they would pop up in one spot when I would wake up in the morning, right? And that's whatever. They were everywhere. They like moved around. It was so strange. Like this was how I had woken up in the morning, right? So there was a couple on my back, right? You can see there's just a few. Not terrible. This was the third day of Cymbalta, okay? That photo was taken at 10 o'clock. This photo was taken at 1 o'clock. I have other areas that I could show, but, you know, I don't want to show on stream. But, like, there's my knee. That was day 3 of the Cymbalta. So I stopped. And like I said, it took about... That's not for you, okay? That's sisters. Thank you for being so good, Pippin. I appreciate you, girly. And then from there, it just kind of improved. Like, things got better. This was like this was 2 days later, that same spot. So there, but less again. And it kept getting better and better until now, like I said, maybe I have 1 or 2 when I wake up. And then they go away by the time that I'm like, you know, doing anything. So I kind of have, like, it's good in one way because the hives are gone. That's great. But at the same time, it's a little bit still of a mystery as to why, like, what caused that. Like, I still have some figuring out to do. Do you know what I mean? I still have to figure out if it's just something to do with that medicine, if that medicine mimics MCAS, if I have a very low grade MCAS that got irritated by the, like, you know, there's still problem solving, but the problem itself is gone. We just have to kind of, I want to try and figure out a little bit more of the why. It'll be interesting in a couple of months. I'm going to get blood work done again to kind of check the same levels that they checked before to see if I was having, like, allergy issues, to see if they've come down. I am still taking Zyrtec. I'm still doing that twice a day. I have a tickle now. And I need to talk to my allergist about how long I should wait until I start to taper that. But again, the hives were breaking through when I was taking the same amount of Zyrtec before. So the fact that I am taking the same amount and I don't have any hives, I'm, you know, vastly different than taking 2 Zyrtec a day and still breaking out in hives. It's more just, I don't want to stop taking it too soon. Like, I'm sure that I could probably cut back, but I'm okay with waiting a little bit. I do. But all I kept thinking about was how my allergist wanted to put me on Xolair. And if I had, the hives might have gone away until I stopped taking it. Because the problem would not have, like, the underlying issue would have still been there. Or they might not have gone away at all. Hi, Emily. Like, it's just more medicine. Oh, gosh. This tickle. like, I'm glad I listened to my gut, but I'm also really upset that the medicine that was working for my migraines and anxiety didn't work otherwise for me. I'm so sorry. Oh my goodness. Also, oh, you're off your meds right now, Petrichor, to have that all checked. Ugh. I hate that for you. I'm sorry, you're so itchy. I hope that it's worth it. I hope that they find something. Or don't find some, you know, like, answers. Sorry, I clearly haven't been talking a lot lately. Just a lot of emotions. Oh, how's she been doing with daycare? How have you been doing with daycare? Hi. Ma'am. Do you hear Pippin found a ping pong ball? And Artie just shot diamond drills all over my desk. I hope someone clipped that. I'll share that. No, stop. Let me clean this up, ma'am. Pippin brought the ping pong ball into my office. She's in here with it now. Hello? What did you find? She just wanted to cause a little chaos by sending diamond drills everywhere. Hang on. Pippin brought this into my office and then left. This was left by the previous homeowners. We found it downstairs in the basement. They had a cat too. Let me go throw that back down the hall for her. Okay. I changed all the pet toys up while my parents were here. So all of a sudden all the toys are new again and Pippin is having the best time. Same with Maple. Like, look at this. Look at this boob last night. He literally just laid in the middle of all of them. He's like, these are all mine. And then I found one of the toys they got for Christmas from my parents. It's a little bird. It's a ball that chirps like a boy, like a bird. My gosh, my brain. Yeah, he said they're all mine. I'm sitting here doing nothing. Oh my god. That's annoying, Elf. I'm so sorry. I hear. Oh, there she is. What a goob. What a goober. Thank you, by the way, for clipping that. Artie has been eating and drinking like a champ, and I'm relieved. I haven't shared this today. But we do have a GoFundMe right now up for Artie. It's not something I wanted to do, but there were a bunch of people on TikTok telling me that I should, because her vet bills are astronomical. Her ultrasound, chat, just under $500, like $495, I want to say. And then there's the fact that, you know, that same week I took her for fluids and an anti-nausea injection, and that cost us $250. I have not shared, again, like a post in Discord. There is on the cat's like Instagram, TikToks, YouTube, as well as on that GoFundMe page. Right now, her diagnosis, when they did the ultrasound, her intestinal lining is thick. It shouldn't be. And evidently she has tiny kidneys. They're like, that's not necessarily related to anything, but just, it might be why sometimes her kidney values, when we've had blood work done, come back high, like off. But they're not concerned about that. It was more just like, hey, we found this. Here's some info. Okie doke. So the thick intestinal lining means she has IBS. We know that. The thickness of them, though, they're like, it honestly makes us think that she might have GI lymphoma. Which is a cancer in the intestinal lining. So, the only way that we can know for sure is by going to a specialist and having an endoscopy done. They would basically do an endoscopy, take samples of her intestinal lining, and test it. And we haven't decided if we want to do that yet, because first of all, that's probably going to be a few $1,000s. And I asked the vet, you know, one of the things that this was the most important thing to me. I'm like, what's the prognosis of this? I said, because I don't want her to, like, is this something that we need to be thinking about, like, end of life care kind of thoughts? And they were like, not necessarily. They said, a lot of times this does really well with, like, a steroid treatment to keep it from, like, progressing more. And they were like, you know, it's not necessarily chemo. Because I wouldn't want to put an animal through that, especially if they, like, it's one thing if, you know, they have like a tumor and they remove the tumor and they have to do chemo for a short period of time just to make sure everything's removed and then that's that. Like, I don't want to put her through it. And they were like, honestly, like, a lot of times animals, like cats who have IBS, end up developing this cancer. And I was like, that's interesting. So it almost seems like the treatment would be similar whether she has it or not. Like the possibility of this steroid to try and help, you know, with the inflammation and things like that. So there's part of me that's like, do I want to put her through like this extensive testing where she's gonna have to go under anesthetics and she's gonna have, like, you know, I don't know. So they were saying that we could always start her on the steroid as if she does have it. Because I said, you know, if there was no way of doing like an endoscopy, right? Say that this technology didn't exist and all that we could do is see the image. I'm like, would you think that she has it? And they're like, if she doesn't, I think she'll develop it. Okay. But they were saying that, you know, there is, I guess, a lot. They were saying that if we started her on the steroid, it wouldn't be good then to do the endoscopy because that could kind of alter what they find. So that's the only thing is, like, we have to kind of think, do we want to try that? Right now, their instructions are we're going to continue on the diet that she's on, see if she improves. They wanted us to give her a different anti-diarrhea drug, but she started throwing up every time she ate it. She had the medicine. So we're now just doing an appetite stimulant, which has been working a charm. She's been very happy to eat again and drink, which is fabulous. So that's what they wanted us to do now, is just to, like, kind of keep on what we're doing and see if she doesn't improve a little bit. So yeah. Hi! Hi! Elf, James is here. He also just texted me. He's on the C-17. We were trying to figure out what plane you were going to be load mastering on. Chat thinks you're really cute and that I should keep you. And I think so too. So I just thought I'd let you know. You're only here for a second. Well, that's rude. Yay, I'm being kept. Pippin just brought a ping pong ball into my office. I didn't see the explosive thing. I just saw the hypoxia video you sent me, and I showed that to chat too. And that was horrifying. Thanks. Watching how, like, they were unable to, like, continue doing the thing. So I'm glad that you thought it was fun. I think that if I was there, I would be slapping people for making you feel bad. So, you know. Pippin does want to play, I know. She, like, brought the ping pong ball into my office. She, like, pushed it around, came in, and then left. Like, I just wanted to show you this cool toy, Mom. Okay, thanks. Also, James Artie has been yelling at me, and wanting more food. And she has been drinking like a freaking champ. So, this, appetite stimulant. They told me to do it yesterday and today, and then see if I can, like, stop. And I just used, like, a tiny little drop, right? The dosing card, it wasn't a dosing card based on her size. It was just based on cats in general. Okay, I love you. And the dosing card was, like, from, like, here to, like, the tip of my finger. Like, a thin line. And you're supposed to rub that in their ear. And I'm like, she's so small. So I just did, like, this much, like, from the tip of my finger to here. It's like, I did maybe, like, a quarter of the dose. Figuring, if I need to, I'll give her more. But she's right now 7 pounds, and that felt like a lot. And I'm like, I'm so glad that I didn't give her more, because I just can't imagine how ravenous she would have been if I did. And she was just like, give me all the food. So, right? Like, poor thing would have just been like, I felt like she would have been yelling all night, like, I need more. Because my thought is, I can always put a little more on her ear. But I can't take away if it's too much for her. Oh yeah, stream, like, my computer, I don't know what's going on with it. My CPU is overloaded, and I don't know why, because I haven't done anything. So, stream went down. It was a whole thing. It was... You know, doing just one color really kind of lets you... I don't know. Zoom, I guess. Yes! Let me grab a link. That sounds like a great idea, Emily. Maybe later you can explain to me how to do that. 'Cause, my brain is just, you know... This feels like the perfect way to come back to stream after, like, almost a week off. Was just something super simple. So I completely forgot to set a timer. So I think maybe we should do a point giveaway. Because I just remembered that I forgot to set a timer. I will say, I know, right, and this should not affect any voting. Okay? However, Friday is Halloween. Also, I don't necessarily know if my... So, I wouldn't be able to stream the St. Jude quilt, with all of my usual stream stuff. There is a way to stream to Twitch directly from my phone. I have never done this. Okay? So, I don't know how well that would go. Now, part of what I'm thinking is because I did not realize that this was Halloween on Friday. Because again, time right now has no freaking meaning. All that I knew was October 26th. Okay? I'm thinking that whatever wins, if it's not something spooky, maybe we do it on Monday. That way we can do something spooky on Halloween instead. So we can like vote on what kind of spooky thing we do on Halloween, and then whatever wins here we'll do on Monday instead. So that way, you know. Okay, a giveaway has started for 2 points towards what we do. Halloween Town all week. I mean, we could... In the past, I had definitely done, you know, when we did the ornament cross-stitch in December, like I did a whole month of the same kind of craft. Like we could just do Halloween Town the rest of the week. Although I don't know if people are enjoying that. I can't tell. Because Halloween Town streams seem to be very quiet. And it's okay if we're not. Like, not everything probably translates into an enjoyable watch. Like, yeah, okay, you might be here because you just enjoy the stream. But I get that not everything might be. And that's okay. You know? Miltank. Yeah, that's why I'm the same way, Emily. I have no idea how much I'm going to decorate for Christmas. That's why on my throne is that little Christmas tree. Because I know for a fact I'm not bringing out my big one. But I also feel like if I don't decorate a little bit, I'm not going to be happy. So... But trying to find the right balance of what you have the energy to do and what you don't. It's hard. It's hard to want to do things, but to not have the energy to do them. I caught a milk tank, which is ironic because I'm lactose intolerant. Look at how much we've gotten done. It's so sparkly. Jesus. Why was that so loud? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. Who did that? Anonymous. Another anonymous. What the heck? Thank you so much. I'm gonna have a little Christmas tree. Stop. You guys can't be nice. You can't be nice to me. I'll cry. I need to get new white Christmas lights. My white Christmas lights pooped out on me. I agree. Lights make everything. Like I'll put my candles in the windows. That always is nice. Thank you so much. No, don't be nice to me. Nope. Don't do it. Anyway. I can decorate it with all my little handmade ornaments that I've done. So I don't have to get out like the box of the big ornaments, you know? We were nice enough for today. We'll save some for tomorrow. Oh my god, wait, Sillykins, how do you have a Totodile next to your name? That's so cool. I want to get the new Pokemon game. I would love to play that. For real though, thank you, whoever you are, for sending the memory card so I can play my Switch games and the tree so I can decorate my house. Y'all are very nice. It's kind of illegal. So, jeez. Hi, Angela. It's so good to see you. I'm hanging in there. How are you, friend? Oh no, is Nintendo being bad? James took my, the little laptop I would play, like, Palia on. And I can't update it on my Switch because the new updates were bigger than my memory card could allow. So, I haven't been able to play games since he left. I mean, I could play them here, but the thing is that I normally play them while I hang out with, like, Patch or Maple. You've been learning to crochet? Are you loving it? What have you been learning? Like, what have you made? That's so exciting. Arrest me for being nice. I'm okay with that. It's you. You were nice. I'm watching you, Sharn. But also, thank you. That's so... Ugh. Y'all are... I'm very glad that I have this space that I can come and hang out, especially like with all this stuff going on right now with James and with Artemis. Like, it's just nice to have like friends to hang out with. Like, forget about, oh yeah, I'm getting you guys sent me stuff. Like, we're not talking about that, but just like, I don't know, just peeps to chat with and talk about things, you know? Your friend designs for the Woobles? That's fun. I got a, I have a bunch of little kits, and my plan is to do like a review video of them. Cause a lot of times people will ask me what I think of fill in the blank kit as like a starter, like for someone who's learning for the first time. And I've never done any of them. So I'm kind of planning. I have a bunch. Do you guys want to see what I have? You're upset. I love that. You built this space. I mean, I have this space. I am the person, I guess, in charge of this space, but you guys are the ones who come here, and you guys are the ones who fill the space, you know? Like, a space is great, but if it's empty, you know? So, like, you guys are as much a part of this, like, as anyone. So this is the newest one. I got this at Five Below. People you can be with yourself with, no matter what's going on. They lift you up, put you back on your feet. Yeah. I can't even tell you how important stream is going to be for me in the next 7 months. Oh my god. Like, y'all just being here when you're able, being in Discord, being whatever. You know, I've had people just like message me on like Instagram or Facebook or whatever to just be like, hey, thinking of you. Yep. He may come home in between at some points. He may be home for Christmas. Maybe. We had a schedule. I had dates originally that he was going to be home, but see, the military is a lot like the government with the whole hurry up and wait. Where they're like, you need to be here for whatever we say, when we say. But also, that schedule that we gave, that schedule doesn't mean anything. Allison, the last time he went away was 4 months. And it clicked. That's awesome. It was not for beginners, yeah. A lot of these, like, beginner-friendly kits, I feel like aren't always beginner-friendly. And I also, again, I think that what the Woobles does is great with, like, their videos and the instructions and the way things are done. But I am curious about their yarn and their hooks and things like that, because I feel like sometimes that might set people up for unrealistic expectations of, like, what yarn is like. Because Woobles yarn is very different than other yarn. I don't have to travel with him. He's in the reserves. He is, he's Air Force. And he is training for a new job, which is why he's gone. He was in vehicle maintenance, and now he is going to be a load master, which means that he will be, like, loading planes and flying them to their destinations and then unloading them. So he has to go through a bunch of training first, and that's what's happening now. It's not that Woobles isn't real yarn, it's just that it's very different than other kinds of yarn, like the texture. So yeah, I found this at Five Below, which I thought was super cute. It does not say beginner anywhere on it, but I am just curious about how it works up as a kit. So I got that one. We have this Woobles kit. It is. It's definitely a lot smoother. Yeah. It's more like a tube than yarn. Actually, didn't start training until February. Fun, Elf. Oh my god. Yeah, he was supposed to be home, like, again, we had stuff, I had a whole schedule, and then he found out that they might instead try to send him to a school early instead of giving him the 2 weeks off to see if they can't move up. I'm like, Allison, that's something that I really want to do, and I really want to work on posting every day about all the things that I'm working on. Obviously, some stuff I might be working on as, like, Christmas gifts and stuff, so I can't post it. But yeah, I really want to see how many projects I can get done. How many things I can do. I have a Loops and Thread. This is a beginner crochet kit. This is from Michaels. Right, so this is supposed to be a beginner one. Isn't it cute? And then I have this guy. This is not marketed as a beginner. Okay? Nowhere is it marketed. But I am curious, again, to see how it compares. Pippin, that is not your food, you chunky man. Get. Excuse me, sorry. I am just curious to see how it compares. As far as, again, if I'm saying, like, it doesn't necessarily have to be a traditional beginner kit. If I think that it is something that someone who's new could get and learn from. So yeah, these are my 4 kits right now. And I think what I'll do is I'll make, like, a little YouTube video, where I will go through I'll go through each one in one video, and then afterwards do, like, this is what I liked about this one, this is what I didn't like about this one, and kind of do, like, a summary. But I think each one should get its own video to, like, talk about in depth. This could be a week of streams each day where we do a different kit. It could be. We could do it on stream too. We could. Hi! How's my girl? Do you want to say hello? Also, Angela, this is so funny that you're here, because I kind of wanted to talk to you. I wanted to, like, reach out about asking you about possibly animating something for me. But then I was like, no, I don't want to, like, overstep just because I know her from, like, Doc's community. And now you're here. And I was like, maybe... I've been drawing an emote of Pippin, my one cat, in a box. And her peeking out. I've only done basic animations. Like, very simple things. Like, they're very easy. And I would love to have her tail, like, flicking. Like, smoothly, you know? And I can't do that. My animations are more like this. You know, I'm learning stuff. But I could do something like that, but I was also just thinking of her, like, she's peeking and just having her tail, like, swooping. You know? But I have the basic drawing I can grab, because my ads are gonna run here in a minute. So, but yeah, I was like, I don't want to be that person who's like, hey, I know you do this for someone else. Have to have a 1-month hiatus from work? What? So, Doc had said that someone who is in his stream works on Kif. Is that you? Are you the Kif animator? That show is hilarious. Hi. It's You Shut Up. I do watch it. I think it's hilarious. It's such a weird, fun, and dark show sometimes. Like, I love the Halloween episodes. They have no right to be that creepy. On, like, a normal time frame, like a normal time slot for children's shows. And they have these creepy Halloween episodes. Like, the first one that I saw, I literally was like, I called my husband over. I'm like, you need to watch this. I'm like, this is... And he sat there and he was like, what? Like, it just... Like, you just... That's so cool. What, like, are you able to say, like, what you do on the show? Like, do you animate a certain character? Do you do, like, backgrounds? Like, what kind of... That's so cool. That's such a cool job. It's such a good show. I love it. Do you really? That's so funny that I brought up the Halloween one. They're so creepy. They're so creepy. Hold on. I love them. If y'all are like, what are you talking about? It's a show. Retake Supervisor. It's animated overseas. I'm in charge of the internal animation team where we do fixes. Okay. Wild. Oh, that's my CPU usage. This is Kif. Kif is, it's an animated show about a squirrel and a bunny who are best friends. And it's a little unhinged in a beautiful way. Like, hello again. You know what it is? It gives me a lot of, like, old school cartoon vibes. Like, it gives me a lot of, where'd you go? Artemis? Hi! You want to come up? Not necessarily, like, Ren and Stimpy, but, like, it's very, like, slapstick. Like, I love the thing where the one Mrs. Dear Teacher, and they call her old, and she's like, I'm 35! Like that. Hi! Are you coming up to say hi? I'm not gonna... Yep, there you are. Like, they basically call her ancient, and she's like, I'm 35! Cracks me up. Poor Miss Dear Teacher. You just spilled all my dots again, ma'am. What are you doing? Why? Like, she's just jumping up here, spilling all my dots, and then leaving. Hi, Have to Happy. It's good to see you. Okay. The songs on Kif are great, too. I love a show with good music. Like, Phineas and Ferb is one of the best. Just because it's just next level between animation and music. But, well, that's so cool. I could talk to you about this, I feel like, forever, but I don't want to, like, be weird, you know? Writes all the songs, basically. That's cool. Hi. Look, you got... Artie! There's dots everywhere. You're feeling so much better because you're like, time to be chaotic. Come here. Come here. Oh! Okay. She is. She's so sweet. This is Artemis. And she's just a little troublemaker. Okay. Are you gonna leave again? You're... Okay. She's literally just... She's a tiny little thing. You're just here to cause chaos today. She's been having tummy troubles, and she's... ads. Okay. I was going to say she's evidently feeling better because it's time for chaos. So, okay, quick stretch break. I'll be right back. Get a snack, a drink, use the bathroom, take your meds, move your laundry, stand up and take a stretch break. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Be right back. Alrighty. Thank y'all for sitting through ads. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate it. I grabbed my iPad. Hi, James. You passed your test. What test were you taking? Angela, are you still lurking about? You are. Okay. This is like my loose, rough first, like, layers of color. But I was like, it would be fun. Pippin is like a Mancoon mix. But it'd be fun, I was like, if her tail, like, if she could blink, maybe? I don't know. And her tail could, like, whoop. Like, if her tail could, like, go back and forth. Because she is the box queen. Written portion for psychology. Also, hey, James, you know how, messed up, we're not messed up, but how shocked we are by the Kif Halloween episodes. That, like, they're allowed to be on TV. He's calling me. Hello?
Hi, sorry. It's just easier for me to answer on the phone right now because I'm driving, so I can just talk with you and chat for a second.
Okay.
So it wasn't psychology, it was physiology.
Oh, physiology. Sorry, I misread.
Yeah.
I swapped where the letters were.
Oh no, you're fine.
So
And
what
you were
is
talking about
that?
the KIPP. What is what?
What is written physiology?
So it was like recognizing the signs and symptoms of hypoxia, stuff like that, and like it was like literally going over like how we were learning about vision and how like hypoxia can affect your vision. So it was like all the questions and stuff like.
For what you just
pressure?
basically were forced to go through.
Yeah, like what's the pressure settings that like certain oxygen equipment needs to be at and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
No, it was a good time. I had fun.
Of course you did. Who wouldn't have fun losing oxygen?
I mean, it's a safe training environment.
Sure.
It is. One of the instructors is like, I do this every week.
Okay.
So, yeah. Hi, how are you, chat?
James wants to know how Chad is. Oh, here's Pippin, though, by the way, Angela, in the box. So that was where the inspiration came from. Oh, yeah, Angela in chat, James, is an animator for KIF.
Oh, whoa, what?
Uh-huh, and evidently is, the person behind the opening scenes on the Halloween episodes. Like, you know...
That episode was so unhinged, but so good because of it.
Like, you know how the opening sequence changes instead of the usual like, that's all her.
That's impressive. That's cool.
Isn't that
Good job.
cool?
Good work. Yeah.
Yeah, she's just a box girl. Those are her favorite boxes. My parents were here recently and they were helping clean, and my mom was like, "What are these boxes? Can I throw them out?" And I was like, "Don't you touch those boxes." I said, "Those are Pippin's favorite boxes. You will put some respect. You will put some respect on that box." That is her most favorite place to be. Like, all the cozy spots in the world, they are Pippin's.
Yeah.
And Artie really loved this one Amazon box that she just, like, would disappear into. I'm showing pictures on stream. She's yelling at me about how much she wants more food, and I'm like, girl, take it easy.
Take it down a notch.
Yeah. Just her eyes, I know. Never throw away the cat stuff, no. Maple the other day decided he was going to bite the box. That is Pippin's favorite. And I was like, no. I said, you have plenty of boxes you can destroy. That is your sister's favorite box. You will not. I wonder if I can find it. I'm like, you can't. Oh, the other day I was refilling his auto feeder. Chat, look at him.
Where I gotta.
What, honey?
I wanted to come in and say hi.
Okay. Are you, like, done for the day?
Maybe.
You're breaking up, what? And we lost him. But yeah, the other day I was refilling his auto feeder. And I was like, bro. Hold on. Like, feet at the hole. He's like, don't mind if I do. And just... yeah. A menace. A menace to society. Oh, he's like, oh, you don't need to put that in the auto feeder. I'll just help myself. Don't mind if I do. He's a goober. I am the auto feeder. It's honestly really nice to have Artemis yelling at me about food and wanting more. I'll take it. Oh, so wait, Angela, you have cats too, you were saying? Let me... Oh, shoot, I did not. Wait, okay, we'll do that right now. Thank you, Sharn. Okay, last chance to enter. Type exclamation point ticket if you would like to enter for getting 2 points to put towards what we do on stream later. A little nub for a tail, baby. Have a safe drive home, Silly. Thanks for being here. Okay. Listen, the giveaway was only open for 30 minutes. That's not bad, considering that I have literally forgotten it, like, the whole stream. Anywho, winner! Tigress! Tigress, are you here? I think that you were just chatting, so I don't think that I messed up too bad. Listen, the ADHD isn't... I don't... It's fine. You vote for game! You got it. Two points now towards games. I gotta figure out what the heck is going on with my computer, because, it's misbehaving, and I'm not... You lost service. No, you're so fine. I figured that much. Like, you were cutting in and out, and I was like, I think I'm going to lose him. Hello? Oh. Chat didn't touch your button, James. I just suddenly went, did I miss who won that? Nope. Ads and cats. Honestly, the way that... James, you've missed it, but Artie has literally just been, like, jumping up on my desk, spilling my diamond dots everywhere, and then jumping back off the desk and leaving. Like... I don't know why she's being such a menace. Oh yeah, there's a clip. She's just being a menace. She's sitting here yelling at me because she wants more food, and I'm like, you've had 2 full meals today when you haven't eaten in days. So I don't want to do too much too quick. Like, you're gonna be fed again in like an hour. But she's literally sitting here right now, staring at me. What? She's so angry. You gotta pace yourself, for real. So I think I'm going to crochet tomorrow. I kind of wanted to come back today with just something that did not require much of like any kind of thinking, because I mean, as you saw, my computer went down earlier at the beginning of stream and I cried. So I'm just I am fragile. So I think tomorrow, oh no, wait, just kidding, we're gonna do Halloween Town tomorrow, right? Should we work on spooky things this week? Or just spooky things on Halloween? What do we think, chat? Shoot. I missed out. What did chat think of the video I sent? Even though it was old, it was similar to what you did today. The general consensus was it was pretty amazing how quickly lack of oxygen affects your ability to do things. The fact that, like, they went from being able to be completely coordinated and doing what they were doing to just, like, the one guy just, like... Yeah. You say Halloween all week? Okay. Spooky all week? I love Halloween? Okay. Yeah. It was also horrific and anxiety-inducing. Yeah. Yep. I also told chat about how the majority of the things that you guys do in the military, you have to, like, experience first. And I told them about that video that I saw the other day with the girl getting tased. And her grabbing the guy who was supporting her and, like, kind of twisting, you know? Kind of just reached out, grabbed, and... They were mean. No, that's what James had to do. He had to do math problems. Listen, the joke's on them. James can't do math when he has enough oxygen. So I'm sure that he was struggling even before there was the loss of oxygen in the chamber. Different definitions of fun. True. For one of James's birthdays, was it your 30th? I took him, he went skydiving because that was what he wanted to do. He wanted to jump out of a perfectly good plane. I did not go skydiving. I love doing the chamber, but cognitive decline is a witch, yeah. I only did one of the problems, skipped the rest. I went to the maze and multiple choice questions. Did you figure out the maze, or were you just like... You've done skydiving? I won't torture myself on purpose. Yeah. No, that's fair. I wouldn't want to do any of that stuff either. Elf. Elf is the one who was Air Force. Or who... Elf was Army, but did plane stuff, I should say. Elf did a lot of flying in the Army. I wish I'd done skydiving. I did get to do the wind tunnel. I am not Air Force. I am a software engineer. I have adrenaline rushes for free. I don't... Yeah. Uh-huh. Yep. If I want to experience an adrenaline rush, I can just accidentally forget to take my anxiety medication. Heck, I can have an adrenaline rush taking my anxiety medication, you know? It all depends. It depends. Yeah, James got paid today to... Hooray! Also, Kit Kat, you asked about the puzzle and if it was a specific nebula. I don't know, but here's the puzzle. So, you could probably tell me if it is that nebula. I just thought it was a cool space image. Oops. Is there coffee in it? I love that Doc said that like a million times, even though it was only ever said in the show once. Someone's been charted in full coverage cross-stitch yeah. I keep seeing that more and more of these full coverage cross-stitch companies are doing AI art. AI art, in quotations. It's not art, it's computer-generated trash. Don't get me started on it. But that's upsetting. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure she had a caffeine addiction. You know, if I was stranded that far from home, caffeine addiction is probably the least of the possible problems. Yeah. Frickin' AI slop. Makes me crazy. There's an S in my name now. I used my button today. Yeah, I told Chad about how you got the fake flowers for me too, and Chat was like, oh, he's a keeper, and how you volunteered for that one exercise this morning to better understand my vertigo, and like, yeah, Chat said that you're a keeper, and I agreed. I forgot to tell you all, Chat, so James had like a flight out at like the ass crack of dawn. Jasmine! True, we didn't say where the S in the name went. Jamsy. And he asked if we could stop at Dunkin' to get coffee. I don't drink coffee. But he came out with a bag, and I was like, he had his coffee, and he also had a bag, and I'm like, what did you get? I'm like, that's not coffee. And he goes, no, it's a donut for you. He bought me a donut so that way later that morning I could have breakfast. And I ate my donut and cried. I've cried so much this last, like, week and a half. Also, James, I don't know who it was, but someone in chat anonymously finished gifting on Throne the little Christmas tree. So I can at least have a little Christmas tree this year. That one they literally said that one affects the vestibular thing, and my hand shot up. Yeah, what's wild to me, again, is having been a dancer for 20 years, that I used to be able to do that on the regular. Like, do chaîné turns across the floor and then do a full combination and not fall over. And now, if I spin in this office chair too quickly, I'm fucked. And it's like, how? How did we go from dancing for 20 years to can't turn around too quickly? It's wild. It's wild. Everyone did the chair? It is. I told you. You were doing one. You're literally, James, you're doing Wonderbolt's training. Congratulations, Rainbow Crash. You're a newbie. Three different exercises with the chair. That one was the most brutal, though. Yeah. That's because you're old now. I'm a newbie. Literally aircrew, flightish school. Yeah. I mean, technically, Rainbow Dash was a Wonderbolt when she went. She was just in training. So you're in the Wonderbolt Training Academy right now, basically. When you graduate, you'll be a Wonderbolt. Congrats. How many people are in your classes? Like, are they like babies? You know, like just joined the military, or are they more like you where you've been in for a while? I do have the Pokemon game. Heck yeah. I love Pokemon. I would love to get and play the new Pokemon game, the Pokemon ZA. But after all of the pet bills that we've had lately, that's gonna have to wait. How do you get it on stream? Wait, you stream, Angela? I'm not following you. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Only one is close to your age. He's a year younger. It runs fine on the Switch 1, if that helps. That does help, yeah. I'm not getting a Switch 2. That's too much money for me. Like, listen, the fact that I literally have... The fact that I have to have a GoFundMe right now to pay for Artemis and her freaking diarrhea. I can't. Getting anything fun is so far out of my wheelhouse right now. Which is why it was so sweet of you all to send stuff off of Throne so that I can at least game on the system that I do have. Angela, she had an ultrasound the other day to look at her intestines because she's been having diarrhea for over a month. Almost $500 for an ultrasound. Like $498. Like, it just shy. And then before that, because of the diarrhea, she had to go and get... Doc! Oh my gosh! It's everyone. Hi! You just came in. What a time to come in. Not me talking about my cat's diarrhea as Doc shows up. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You know, honestly though, like... That's... I feel like if you have pets or kids... And that, you know... How are you? It's a regular Listen! Is this... I have a command in my... Okay? Like, it's just... It happens, literally. Just a regular Megan stream. Nothing out of the ordinary. I don't have pet insurance. When I had first learned about pet insurance, I couldn't get it for Patch. We also have a Dalmatian. And we heard about pet insurance after he was diagnosed with bladder stones. And so most pet insurances wouldn't insure him, just like people, because he's a liability. So ever since then, like, you have to get the insurance before the pet is diagnosed with problems. And I just never seem to, like, I've looked into it a few times. And it just seems to be expensive. Our old vet, when we lived in New Jersey, they had a great system where we paid monthly to them, and it covered, like, a wellness exam, it covered sick visits, it covered all of their shots, and it was like $100 and something a month for our 2 dogs at the time, and it covered, like, it was great. That was the way to do it. That way made sense. And then anything else that was, like, medication or whatever was additional, but at least that way... Like, it has to make sense for you to pay into it. It's classic insurance. It really is. It's such a pain in the butt. How are you doing, Doc? We have a discount on pet insurance, yeah. Mm-hmm. There are some that allow pre-existing conditions. Yes. Some do. Back then, because Patch is now... He's 11. I feel like they've changed in the last 11 years. Because he had his first bladder stone emergency surgery when he was 2. And at that point in time, most places were like, no. So I feel like now you have to pay, like, a higher premium But yeah. And my cats were all once outdoor feral goblin creatures. And so and that's the other thing. Maple, my boy cat has FIV. Most insurances won't cover FIV as well because it's an autoimmune disease kind of thing. So it's annoying, and I just tend to not look into it because it always seems like, sorry, you don't qualify, or just like with people, sorry, you're too sick and we don't want you. Super. You're just hanging? Just chilling? We're just diamond dotting today. The rest of the week we're going to be working on spooky stuff. I might be getting the wife back into doing a couple of streams, Doc. I don't know if she mentioned it to you. We've been talking. Because my hubby is gone for Air Force training for like the next 7 months. And I was like, I desperately need things to do and stuff to look forward to. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey, do you want to like do some co-art streams? Like some co-streaming? We can like pick a project or pick a topic or do something. I was like, because 7 months is a long time and I'm like, I desperately need things, projects, and she was like, absolutely. She was like, we can even just like FaceTime some nights and just like hang out. And I was like, great, honestly. But yeah, I was like, we can do some kind of co-arty streams. Pick like a theme or colors or I don't know, something. Yeah, collab streams. Trying to get her to do a book. Listen, I think I do not have the funds right now, but if I did, I would be getting all of the Winnie the Glue merch. She had sent me pictures a little while before you guys announced it. And she was like, what do you think of this? And I was like, oh my god. I was like, stop it right now. Like, that's the greatest. And she's like, do you think chat will like it? And I'm like, do you think chat will like it? Yes. Oh, there's fridge magnets? Maybe I can afford to get fridge magnets. I can't afford to get all, like, the cute clothes and stuff. Yeah, we have some, like, St. Jude fundraiser incentives still, like mod game night and stuff like that. So I might try and get mod game night to happen at some point. Heck, maybe I can get Doc to play a game with us too or something. I don't know. Not me just putting him on the spot. Order some as a treat? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, do it. Oh, Doc, did she tell you? This is so random. The things that she and I talk about. Did she tell you that we tried Clearly Canadian for the first time because of you? The other day we were at the supermarket and they were on sale. And I was like, Doc swears by this stuff. Like, he drinks it all the time. And I was like, I don't know. I'm very particular about, like, my seltzer. I don't really like a lot of, like, flavored water. A lot of it tastes like burps. It tastes like flavored burps, and they're gross. Clearly Canadian is so good. Y'all, it's so good. I literally messaged her about this. Like, hold on. Like, I thought of Doc. It's James's birthday. We went to get dessert. He wanted to get the Perrier, and I saw these, and so we got We got the Mountain Blackberry, Orchard Peach, and Country Raspberry. We also did the cherry one. I forget what the cherry one was called. Wild cherry, maybe. I didn't do the strawberry because strawberry sounded gross. It does. It has a lot of flavor. It is really good. I will say, if you can't have sugar, like some seltzer waters don't have sugar in it. Clearly Canadian does. It's not a lot, but it is something to know. There's no caffeine in it, though. Because, like, I'm used to having, believe it or not, the only other seltzer that I like, the only other seltzer that I've ever liked is the Walmart brand. Walmart has one, what is it called? That's the only other one that actually has flavor and doesn't taste like static to me. Myself, I cannot deal with that tiny... Oh, really? Yeah, diamond dotting I really enjoy. I like it, but I get that. I do cross-stitching too, Weeb. And so, like, this is one that I've been working on. I don't know K-pop Demon Hunter fans, but I love cross-stitching. And so diamond dotting is sparkly cross-stitch to me. What the heck is the name of this? What do I get from Walmart? But yeah, like my mom growing up always got, you do need to be sponsored by them. Hello, literally influencer. We bought it because of you. Beverages. American Clear, or Clear American. That's the other one. This one doesn't have sugar and it doesn't have caffeine. This is the only other one that has flavor to me. I like the black cherry and the peach one. Actually, I haven't really had one that I didn't like from them. Use code Dr. Gluon at checkout when you buy Clearly Canadian. Static is the best way to describe seltzer water. Correct. James likes Liquid Death. Liquid Death to me is static. It's static. It's if you drank TV static and licked a lime. And that is what the lime flavored Liquid Death is. Why would I want to, like, it's like lick a whole lime. And what? I'm back. Hi. Seltzer, YCC. Okay? If it doesn't have flavoring, it's literally, I saw someone say it's like a lime farted into this glass of seltzer. It's just the barest hint of flavor. Gross. So gross. But yeah, the Clear American one, the brand from Walmart. I am talking about yours. The Clear American from Walmart and Clearly Canadian. I just realized that they both say clear. I wonder if the Walmart one was ripping off of Clearly Canadian. James, your water tastes like lime farts and TV static. Okay? Get out of here. Angela, you're out of Pokeballs. You need balls. Nuh-uh, yeah, huh? Tastes like pie, does it? Not your balls! I'm gonna waste a great ball on this. Do it. Do it. So we decided, James, that one of the... I don't necessarily know if it's a goal, a challenge while you're gone is to see how many projects I can finish. We'll say on and off stream. Some of it I might not be able to post right away. I want to try and get better about posting too, because social media is hard and it zaps the soul out of me. but I think it would be fun to just share before and afters, you know? Kind of cream soda. Ooh. So seltzer is like fizzy water. It's water that's flavored, but again, some of them don't have really good flavors. And that's kind of what we were talking about, are the ones that don't have proper flavoring. But I do agree with Doc that the peach was probably my least favorite of the Clearly Canadian drinks that we got. The raspberry and the blackberry were my favorites. The cherry one is really good too. The peach to me wasn't peachy enough. Sparkling water. Yeah, it's water with fizz. With carbonation. Mm-hmm. Oh, I can also minimize this since the puzzle's done. My mom got me this Diamond Dot. She's making the same one. I think that's adorable. I'm going to tell her, because like they're going to be coming up quite a bit while James is gone. I'm going to tell her to bring her Diamond Dots. Maybe I can get her to stream with me. We can like Diamond Dot together. Oh my god, I spilled my own. Artemis has spilled at least once in every hour that I've been live, and she's sleeping right now. So evidently, we couldn't not have a spill. Nailed it. At least every time it was on the desk, it didn't go on the floor. If they ended up on the floor, I probably would have just, I probably would have stopped stream and just went and cried. Also, can we talk about the bull that it's 6 p.m.? Where is the sun? And then time change is about to happen. And then the sun's gonna go away even sooner. That's not right. Hi, Yarnia. Sorry, don't mind my ranting. Welcome in. I hate it. I hate it. Ugh. How was your stream, Yarnia? What were you doing today? Also, y'all, I got an ornament to put all of our paper stars in. So, if you've not seen this, this is our star jar. Right here. Here is our jar of stars. All of the gold ones are raids. All of the colorful ones are resubs. People get to pick whatever color they want. And then I have sparkly purple ones, which are gift subs. So anytime we get a raid or anything like that, I thought it'd be fun to kind of keep like a visual of what the year has been like. As far as subs and bits or subs and raids and stuff. So it's neat. And I thought it would be really fun to get like a storage thing to display them all, right? Like each year, because chat really likes them. So we're going to do them next year too. And it'd be kind of fun to see how it changes. Like if we get more raids, if we get more subs, whatever. Oh, it's 1 a.m. where you are? My goodness. So I bought an empty plastic ornament from Michaels. I think I got one that was too big, chat. So I think I'm going to save this one for a year where we have a lot of stuff. Like this jar gets full and I have to go back and get a smaller one. Because this guy, I liked it because it was skinny. And I felt like it would allow you to see the stars well. But then I looked at it next to this jar. And it's too big. So I'm going to have to get a smaller one. How are you, Yarnia? What were you doing? What were you up to today? I'm surviving. I'm hanging in there. It's been a time. Cat's been sick. Hubby's gone for Air Force training. I'm surviving. How are you? Today's like the first day that I've streamed in literal weeks because we were getting stuff done. But yeah. Dreaded colorwork project. Finished a ball of yarn. Ooh, but not the square. Oh. But that must mean that you're getting closer. Air Force. Military. See, let's see what... Yeah. I think we might need to get a smaller jar for my stars. That's okay. Show the end of the spinny chair for the new peeps if you want. James got strapped to a chair today and had to, this was to learn about, what was it? I'd have to look at the text again to remember. Spatial something. So yeah, he's basically spatial disorientation. There we go. Learning how to do a pirouette. Listen, this is what dancers do. I used to do this easy. And now I have vertigo if I move in the wrong way. So, but yeah. I thought you were going to get spun quicker than this. Like, the fact that they seatbelted you in, I thought they were going to spin you a lot quicker. And then do that so that we don't... And then he had to, like, focus on one thing and his eyes were, like, jumping all around and... Yeah. I don't know what that means, weeb. But, okie dokie. He got off easy, yeah. But he's gonna be doing all sorts of flying stuff. So he has all this training to go through first before he can be qualified to do all the rest. How long will he be gone? That's the fun thing. So originally we thought it was going to be like, well, I know that his whole training is 7 months. The whole shebang is 7 months. He was supposed to be coming home in between some of these months. Like for Christmas, for instance. But then the Air Force does what it does best, which is say, oh, those plans, we weren't serious about them. Those dates we gave you, they're just made up. So I don't know when he's coming home. He was supposed to come home for Christmas. He was supposed to come home for a while in January. Now I don't know. So basically, we just dropped him off at the airport and said, see ya. I'll see you when I see you. Yeah, he is in the Air Force. Yep. I did one in the chair where I had to lay my head down, then flip it over while still spinning, then sit up. See, that one sounds more like vertigo to me. That sounds like a vertigo exercise that they did with me. So yeah, it's... Today is day 2. So if you're here today, thank you. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for being here. I said this earlier, but truly having friends and people around during this time is going to be crucial. So if you're able to lurk, if you're able to come in and chat and hang out, whatever, here, there, whenever, it's appreciated. It's gonna be rough. So, yeah. Oh, gotcha. Wow, James. That's really the second worst part? Okay, and what about your poor little favorite little miss who's missing you? She doesn't get a spot on the list. She's below curling. Patch, who's been very confused and looking at the door and the window because he's like, Dad isn't home from work yet. This is weird. He doesn't, you know what? He loses points, right? He got all these brownie points earlier, chat, and he just lost them. Dude, that breaks my heart because the dog is like... Yeah, he'll be like lying on the couch and just like staring at the window or the door. Like, based on my nose, based on my smells, Dad should be home by now. Hi again. I know, I was talking about you. Are you here to say hi to Dad and be like, wow, you didn't even think about me? I know. I know, girly, wow. We got so much of this done. Yeah? Even with your help? Hi. Yo. I'm so glad that you're hungry and eating and drinking. I don't even know. They did say to do the ear ointment again. But she's still so hungry. Hi, Mom. Mom, look at how much we got done today. On the gnome. And the first bit of stream was me pouring all the little dots into the containers, so we got a lot. Oh yeah, go get food. Oh yeah, it's 6:20. No wonder I'm hungry. I was gonna say I'm wrapping up here too in a minute. Hi. Lisa baby. Mom, she's been yelling at me about eating. She wants more food. So maybe I don't do more ear cream. Because I don't want her, like, feeling even hungrier than she is. Oh, Italian? That's so cool. Listen, no need to apologize. I can guarantee you that anyone who speaks English as a second language speaks English better than I would be able to speak their language. So no worries at all. That's so fun, though. Oh, also, chat. I will say, so we had issues at the beginning of stream with, my computer crashing, but we didn't crash at 2 hours. So reverting back to the old OBS seems to have fixed the 2-hour crash problem I was having. So that's good. Now, if we can just make it so that we don't crash at the very beginning of stream, that would be better. Well, actually, no. Not crashing in the middle is good. Hopefully tomorrow we won't crash after going live. So the plan for tomorrow is we're going to work on our spooky Halloween village. If you haven't seen it before, let me show you it real quick. But I can promise, even if you're not into this sort of thing, stream is still fun. So you should still come back again. This is our spooky Halloween town. We're working on the Cauldron Cafe. So this is, it's plastic canvas, and you stitch it with yarn, and then you build the building afterwards. So I finished 3 buildings, not from this collection, from a separate one. So I have like a pumpkin house. Oh, wait, I have a picture. Isn't that fun? Oh, it's so good. Wonder... I have a photo. So we're going to be working on that tomorrow. I go live at 3 Eastern. It's currently 6, or 6:20. So about 3 hours and 20 minutes before now. If you are new and you would like to join the Discord, feel free to do so. I always post when I go live there, and I post updates on things like the pets, like life. And it's also a really good place for you to share your art or your pets or whatever, because I love seeing all that stuff. So yeah, come join us. Can I find this photo? If not, I'll just run out and take another one. I got so many pictures I need to delete. Nope, I can't find it. Yeah, it's plastic canvas. It's like a mesh. I always think of like tissue box covers. That was always like a very popular thing to do with canvas. Was you made a little tissue box cover that looked like a house. So when you pulled the tissues out, it came out the chimney and looked like smoke. Yep. Alright, I can't find this photo. Maybe I'll take one and share it somewhere. 'Cause I'm hungry. Oh, I found it! Ha! See, I just had to say I wasn't going to. So yeah, these are the ones that we already made. We did the little pumpkin witch hut. We have Dead Man's Saloon. And then we have like a haunted house. That's like all leaning funny. And they work perfectly with the little Michaels houses you can paint. So, yeah. They're in my living room right now. So we're going to work on this tomorrow. And I'll see you all then. I'm going to go eat some dinner because I'm really hungry. But thank you all so much for coming in. If you enjoyed stream and you're not following, make sure you hit the follow button so you can find us again. Have a really great rest of your time zone, friends. Remember to eat something tasty, to drink some water, to take any meds that you have to take, to be kind to yourself and other people. Remember that you are loved. I will see you all tomorrow. Yeah, I need food. You know what? I'm going to have to figure out how to do raids later. If you missed it, something's going on with my computer, and my CPU usage is at like 100%. So I'm afraid if I open another window to search for someone to raid, it's going to crash out my computer. So I'll figure that out for tomorrow. But go find someone to hang out with. Okay, try someone new. And I'll see you all. It was good to see you all. And thank you for coming. I know I haven't been here for a few days, so it's always nerve-wracking when like you take time off. But okay. I appreciate you all. I'll see you soon. Okay, I'm going for real now. Here's Discord. And here's my socials. So come follow me wherever you are online. Okay. I love you all. Bye.